Mount Everest, the highest point on our planet, a place where the sky meets the earth. Many dream of standing on its summit. It is a powerful symbol, a test of human spirit and endurance. Everest is more than just rock and ice. It is a legend. Climbers come from every corner of the world. They bring their hopes and fears. The mountain watches them. Its peak is a tiny point in a vast sky. Reaching it means everything to some. It is a journey to the edge of human possibility. The significance of Everest is global. It is a natural wonder. Scientists study its glaciers. Adventurers seek its slopes. For many, it represents the ultimate achievement. To climb Everest is to touch the heavens. The mountain demands respect. Why do they come? For fame, glory, or something deeper? Everest offers stark beauty and profound danger. And for a few, a moment on top of the world. Long before Western explorers arrived, Everest had a name. The people of Tibet called it Chomolungma. This means Goddess Mother of the Land. For them, the mountain is sacred. It is a powerful deity, not a conquest. They live in its shadow. They revere its presence. Their lives are tied to its rhythms. In Nepal, the mountain is Sagarmatha, goddess of the sky. These names show deep respect. The Sherpa people are guardians of this region. They know the mountain's secrets. Climbers rely on their knowledge and strength. Without the Sherpas, few would reach the high places. The cultural importance of Everest is immense. It is woven into local folklore and traditions. Monasteries cling to the hillsides below. Prayer flags flutter in the wind. The mountain is a source of life and awe. For those who live near Everest, it is not just a destination, it is home. They see the mountain's beauty and harshness. Their respect is born of long experience, not just a fleeting desire for the summit. For a long time, Everest remained a mystery to the West. It was hidden deep in the Himalayas, remote and inaccessible. British surveyors in India first sighted it. They saw a colossal peak, higher than any known mountain. This was in the mid-1800s. They called it Peak 15. Its true height was yet unknown. Calculating its exact elevation was a huge task. Years of careful measurement followed. Finally, in 1856, the news broke. Peak 15 was the world's highest mountain. It was officially named Mount Everest, after Sir George Everest. He himself never saw the mountain up close. The name stuck, despite local names already existing. Early explorers faced immense difficulties. The terrain was brutal, the weather unforgiving. The mountain guarded its approaches well. Yet, the allure of the unknown highest point drove them on. The great challenge was slowly taking shape. The early 20th century saw the first attempts. British expeditions dominated these efforts. Nepal was closed to foreigners, so they approached from Tibet, the north side. The challenges were immense. Equipment was basic by today's standards. Woolen clothes, leather boots, oxygen sets were heavy and unreliable. They were learning as they went, pushing into unknown territory. The death zone above 8,000 meters was a mystery. How would the human body cope? Could it even survive? Men like George Mallory. He famously said he wanted to climb Everest because it's there. This phrase captured the spirit of many. Several expeditions in the 1920s pushed higher. Each one faced terrible storms, frostbite, exhaustion, avalanches. Yet they gained valuable experience. They found routes and tested their limits. In 1924, Mallory and Andrew Irvine made a summit bid. They were last seen high on the mountain, disappearing into the clouds. Their fate became one of Everest's greatest mysteries. These early failures were crucial steps. They built a foundation of knowledge. The mountain had repelled its first serious suitors. Section 5. Victory at last. Hillary and Tenzing's triumph. After World War II, the attempts resumed. Nepal opened its borders in 1950. This allowed access to the southern route, the route through the Khumbu Icefall, the western Kuyuem, the Lhotse Face. This new approach offered fresh hope. Swiss expeditions came very close in 1952. They paved the way. They showed the southern route was feasible. Then came 1953, a large British expedition, led by Colonel John Hunt. It was meticulously planned. It had the best climbers and equipment of the time. Sherpa Tenzing Norgay was a key member. He had been on Everest multiple times. His experience was invaluable. Edmund Hillary, a beekeeper from New Zealand. He was strong and determined. They formed a powerful team. The expedition established a series of camps. They pushed higher and higher, battling weather and fatigue. Finally, on May 29, 1953, two men stood on the summit. Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. They were the first. The news reached London on the eve of Queen Elizabeth II's coronation. A moment of triumph. Section 6. The Everest Industry, a modern pilgrimage. After 1953, Everest changed. It was no longer an unknown, it became a coveted prize. More expeditions followed from different countries, new routes were pioneered, climbers pushed the limits. Winter ascents without supplemental oxygen. The mountain continued to test them, it continued to claim lives. But the allure remained, stronger than ever. In the 1990s, commercial expeditions began. This was a major shift. Now, paying clients could attempt Everest, guided by experienced leaders and Sherpas. This opened the mountain to more people. The numbers on Everest swelled. Base camp became a small city. Lines sometimes formed on the route to the summit. This brought new problems, new dangers. The Everest industry is now well established. Many companies offer guided climbs. It provides income for the local Sherpa community. It allows many to attempt their dream, but it also raises questions about overcrowding and environmental impact. Section 7. Thin air, frozen dangers. The mountain's physical toll. Climbing Everest is a brutal physical challenge. The primary enemy is the altitude. The air gets thinner the higher you go. Less oxygen reaches the brain and muscles. This is called hypoxia. It slows you down, it clouds your judgment, it can lead to serious illness. Acute mountain sickness, high-altitude cerebral edema, high-altitude pulmonary edema, all can be fatal. Acclimatization is crucial. Climbers spend weeks going up and down, allowing their bodies to adapt. Sleep high, climb higher, this is the mantra. But even with acclimatization, the death zone is hostile. Above 8,000 meters, the body deteriorates. It cannot recover. Every moment spent there is a risk. Climbers use supplemental oxygen, but it is not a perfect solution. It can fail or run out. The weather on Everest is extreme and unpredictable. Storms can appear suddenly, bringing hurricane-force winds, blinding snow. Temperatures plummet far below freezing. Frostbite is a constant threat. The mountain is an unforgiving place. It tests your body to its absolute limit. Section 8. The Mount Everest, Courage, Fear, and Obsession. The challenge of Everest is not just physical, it is profoundly mental, emotional. The mountain tests your mind as much as your body. Fear is a constant companion. Fear of falling, fear of the cold, fear of sickness, fear of dying. Managing this fear is critical. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is acting despite it. Pushing forward one step at a time. Determination is essential. The climb is long, grueling. There are many moments of despair when you want to give up. Summit fever can be a dangerous thing. The desire to reach the top can override good judgment. Climbers might push on when they should turn back. This obsession with the summit has led to many tragedies. Knowing your limits is vital. Isolation also plays a role. Even in a team, you are often alone with your thoughts. The vastness of the landscape can be overwhelming. The mental game is about resilience, finding inner strength, staying focused. The experience changes you whether you reach the summit or not. The mountain strips away the non-essential. Section 9. Beyond the summit, Everest's enduring majesty. Everest is more than a checklist item, more than a trophy. Its true value lies in its enduring majesty. The sheer scale of the landscape is breathtaking. Jagged peaks pierce the sky. Glaciers carve through valleys. The colors at sunrise and sunset are unforgettable. Pinks, oranges, purples painted on snow and rock. This is a place of raw, untamed beauty, a world of ice and stone. The journey to Everest is also about the people. The Sherpa culture is rich, resilient. Their warmth and hospitality are legendary. Visiting their villages, learning about their way of life. This is an integral part of the experience. Their connection to the mountains is deep, spiritual. They are the true inhabitants of this high kingdom. Their wisdom is worth seeking. You do not need to climb Everest to experience its power. Trekking to base camp is an incredible adventure. It offers stunning views, a glimpse into the world of high-altitude mountaineering. Everest reminds us of the Earth's wonders. It calls us to explore, to challenge ourselves, to appreciate the natural world. Its majesty awaits.